Tom Ash, and I started a company called AgentsPayingForward.com. I started it after I got sick. I got so sick, quite frankly, that I was hoping to die. And it was something that I'm not proud of now, but maybe at the end of the day, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Once I got sick, I became kind of homebound, did a lot of reading. But also did research saying, if I'm going to really be homebound, what am I going to do? And Nancy was talking about networking or being of service or helping people. And I liked helping people because once I got sick, somebody helped me get my head straight. I went to a class that kind of pointed things out that things weren't that bad for me. After that, I started volunteering up in Lake Tahoe at a place called Tahoe Adaptive Ski School. And I saw people with true disabilities, not what I now consider just minuscule, trying to ski and snowboard while blind, while missing limbs. I saw the Wounded Warrior guys who come back from Iraq or Afghanistan, minus limbs, trying to ski and snowboard, having a great time. After seeing that and thinking about my own problems, I said, I'm a jerk. And it was amazing to me. So about the same time, I saw the movie Pay It Forward. And I thought, this is pretty cool. And all of you are agents. And I was an agent. I was a loan agent. I was working, at the time, I was making great money. And then, like I said, I got sick. The gal I was seeing dumped me, and my dog died. Ultimately, I was a country song. And, I started saying, what can I do? And so when I saw that movie, it came to me, I want to do something different. I want to make money still, but I want to be of service. I want to solve a problem. So I did two things. I started two businesses at once. I'm going to incorporate both of them here as far as that goes. You've all heard about the loan mess. And I've been a loan officer since July of '84. I didn't do it the wrong way, though. I wasn't making $20,000 on a loan. I was doing FHA and VA loan before some of you even were in the business. And you verified income. We didn't do the stated income loans that you were referring to. They were bona fide. We made a point to a point and a quarter. A big loan for me was to make $750 back in the day. In any event, what's happened now is that I started the short refi services and to solve a problem for you all. You all hate doing short sales. You don't know if you're going to get an answer. And you were telling me about, what happens if they don't do it? Well, you don't have a deal. Well, I also started Agents Paying Forward to incorporate the two of them together. It was a little different initially, but something changed, and I won't go into that. But the bottom line is that now, when I do a transaction with short refi services for a modification, I choose to pay it forward to my favorite charity, which is Disabled Sports Far West. AgentsPayingForward.com is a site that is free for you to join and also for your favorite charity to join. What will happen is you will go ahead and say, here's my username and my password. You make those up yourself. You just say, Bob Smith, whatever, for your username and password. You'll populate your contact information and things of that nature, and also a brief description about you and also your favorite charity. My first client to join was Dave Wagner. And his favorite charity, as you might imagine, is the Grace Foundation. I was going out with a girl, trying to get back to the one who dumped me, who has a child with autism or Asperger's in this case. And I loved it because the Grace Foundation basically rescues animals and then uses those same animals in some cases for therapy animals. So Dave pays it forward for them every time he closes a transaction. Please note, you choose how much to give, and you choose the charity, not me. What will happen is basically, like I said, you can go to a charity and say, I want to solve a problem for you. I want to network with you. Every time I close a transaction, I'm going to give you some money. And they're going to say, why would you do that? Because I'm part of AgentsPayingForward.com. What will happen then is, of course, now you're exposed to their database. They're going to say, wow, that's pretty cool. And so they tell people. What will then happen after that is, you just rinse and repeat. Do it over again. And what happens if your client says, oh, I don't want to give it to the Grace Foundation? Who do you want to give it to? My church. Great, let's do it. You can still give it to the Grace Foundation in Dave's case, but let's pay it forward to them, because now you've got another network that you can get into, and they can expose you and network within there as well. trying to solve a problem for you. I want to be a partner to you guys as far as that goes, because I believe in the law of attraction, and I'm a chicken. I hate asking for the order. I'm Catholic, I guess, and so it's not good to pray for yourself nor to ask for yourself. So you just say, okay, I'm going to help you, and hopefully it comes back to me. So anyway, what you will do is you'll join agentspayingforward.com and choose your charity. As I said, if they're not on there, go ahead and go to somebody and ask them to join. Nonprofits, schools, and churches are our target market, and they need all the help they can get. And I had an agent in Minnesota join, and Mark Anderson. I just wrote a blog about them, and I would ask you all to do the same thing. Mark had a mom who died of ALS. And ALS is Lou Gehrig's disease, if you've heard of that. And he described what he went through in this blog. He called me up and told me, I want to do this. Can you get the Les Jordan ALS Foundation to join as a charity? Sure. I called him. It's that easy for me to ask for somebody else. I like solving problems, not for myself. I did. What happened was, I had him write a description of why it was so important for him to join Agents Paying Forward and why he chose that charity. When you sit there and tell people, I lost my mom and 2 cousins, I think it was, to ALS, it's personal. It's not business anymore. This is basically being a community. You're being of service to this community. And in this case, for him, the Les Jordan Foundation. And they do great work. They're working with people who are literally, when you read the blog, you're like, holy crap, excuse my French. It's amazing. And so that's why I want to help these people. So in any event, I'll wrap this up. I'm sorry I'm a little long, but what will happen is that you can go to any charity and just say, I want to pay it forward for you. I won't ever know in some cases. There's a letter I have that if you want to donate a check, I'm happy, I've got some extras for you and everything else. You could just incorporate that with your check, and here you go. Once you get that, just keep doing that. I also have information. I've got copies of the blogs. If you join, tell me what you're passionate about, and we'll get you some exposure as well. I'm on Facebook and MySpace and YouTube and everything else. Joey over there is recording this. I will put this on YouTube, if you don't mind.
Let's all stand up.
And I want to help you guys out. So, Mark Anderson's information is here, and so is the Les Jordan Foundation. I'm going to try and get you exposure. I had a call from a group that, basically saw me on the internet. That's a $300 million a year company that wants to talk to me. I'm just Tom as far as I'm concerned, but it's kind of fun. But in any event, if I can help you get exposure, it's great. Lastly, forward that to me. We've got contact information. There's also step-by-step instructions on that we've got back there for you as well. It'll just tell you what to do and everything else. It's pretty simple. It'll take you 5 minutes to join if you choose to. I'm not going to solicit you or anything like that. If you want to write a blog about what you're passionate about, email it to me. I'll put it on there. It saves me writing. I would appreciate that. Lastly, short refi services. What happens is most of you have a problem with short sales. They're a pain in the rear end, excuse me. And what happens is that most people don't want to do those because you don't know if it's going to happen. Most clients want to try and save the house if they can. We started a company called Short Refi Services where we will try and modify or do a short refinance on a property. We do other services to help them financially as well. As I said, I didn't do those loans where you basically got $20,000 on a commission for doing a loan, which is absolute crap. That should not and will not happen again, I hope. So we're trying to be of service to these people and say, we're going to go and try and get the loan modified. If for some reason, we have about 90% success rate, if for some reason we cannot modify it, we will go ahead and then say, okay, we now know it's either a foreclosure or a short sale. In other words, the lender now knows they can either foreclose or do a short sale. In effect, you've got a pre-approved short sale listing. So what I would ask you to do is, I've got a sheet here that says if you want to sign up to be a referral partner, we will give you a referral fee, if you will, or a BPO fee, so I don't get in trouble with RESPA. If you're uncomfortable still, we will just go ahead and pay it forward to your favorite charity so that you can be of service to your clients. We will be happy to pay it forward for your clients and get you set up so that basically you'll get more exposure, if you will, being a valuable part of the community. And that's what we as Americans need to do, is network effectively, efficiently, and help people. You'll get more business that way. I'm sorry if I went long. I've got some handouts for you and all that stuff.
Very
but-
good.
Awesome.